I'm Stuart, this is my studio, and I create music for TV, film, advertising and theatre. I feel really fortunate. I've got this amazing studio space right in the middle of Hoxton. People come here for a number of reasons. They come perhaps to do a voiceover. Also people come and do perhaps work on their creative project if they're songwriters, or singers come and do showreel work here. It's not just necessarily about coming and doing your vocal or writing your song, it's about building your confidence around your project as well, and I think that I'm good at pulling that out of people. Rather than just being an engineer that's kind of running a studio, I'm coming at it as a composer or as a creative myself, so in a way there's something kind of unique to that offer of someone coming and doing their music here. I write music for commercials, and usually I'm brought into the process quite early on as a composer, musician. It gives a kind of balance to that kind of art direction side of commercials that's very visual. Bringing a composer like myself in early enables there to be this idea of music having a brand value, or music adding to the brand's value. Part of the skill is not only getting the music right, but getting the music to work to the picture. And these are two different things really. The composition is one thing, and then the technical thing of it actually working beautifully with picture is the other thing. Musical theatre is something that I think I sort of have been doing my whole life, ever since sort of doing puppet shows as a child. It's a very collaborative process, musical theatre, because you're working with a book, you're working with a choreographer, you're working with a set designer, and so I like being part of all that mix, really. I was particularly inspired by Hoxton Hall. That space really informed Frank's Closet in a way, and became sort of a site-specific musical theatre piece. The next musical I'm working on, The Mask of Joy, similarly is inspired by the Vauxhall Pleasure Gardens, and again a social space that we're not really sure exactly what it sounded like, but I'm sort of reimagining that world and want to put it on the stage basically. I've been commissioned on a number of occasions to work with choirs, last year with the Yorkshire Youth Choir and Leeds Youth Choir. Working with choirs I think is such a fulfilling process, because you're doing that thing where you're not only inspiring an audience who's going to receive the piece, you're inspiring the group of people that are creating it as well. There's a benevolence about creating music, because you know from your own experience of it how much it lifts your soul or lifts your spirit, and so to be involved in that process where you can do that to other people, I think it's about balancing one's kind of crazy ego with that desire to kind of lift people's spirits, and when that happens, that makes it all worthwhile.